my name is Amy Rebecca. Welcome back to my channel and to the first video of 2022. I hope everybody had a really great new year. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a lovely Christmas. And if you don't, I hope you just had a really great time in general. I was reading through all of you guys' messages and comments this morning throughout like the whole Christmas period, and they were so sweet and I appreciate them so much, and I just hope everyone had a really great time. So this video has been highly anticipated. Today I'm going to be walking you through my 2022 beauty inventory. The spreadsheets are out, they are color coded, and they are ready to go. There are a few quick things I want to say before we jump right into the video. The first of which being that I am dealing with a lot of numbers throughout this video. Like, it's pretty intense. So in the interest of making this video as enjoyable and easy to follow as possible, I'm not going to go through every single number. You'll see why. There are a lot of them. But if you do want to go through the whole entire breakdown and like comb through it because you're a spreadsheet nerd like me, then I will put everything up on my blog and I'll link it down below so you can go through and see the numbers for yourselves. The second thing is that I want to give a big warm welcome to anyone who is visiting this channel for the first time. Hi! Welcome to one girl's journey to create her dream life by any means necessary. We're talking getting rid of the junk, we're talking financial freedom, personal development, we're talking about physical and mental health, all the things that kind of come together to make you a happier, healthier, more fulfilled person. I don't claim to have all the answers because I'm just an average person, but together we're figuring it out, and if you want to join along on the journey, then go ahead and click that subscribe button. Now let's get into the bulk of the video. So a little bit of background just to give you guys some context in case you didn't know. Back in 2020 I did my first no buy year, and the main reason for that was because I was overrun by stuff. I'd been religiously decluttering and trying to organize and reorganize my life for years, and I didn't seem to be making any progress. And that's because I was still buying a bunch more junk to replace the junk that I was getting rid of. And it took me years to come to that conclusion. I don't know why. I mean, it seems obvious now. I'll link my whole playlist about all this type stuff down in the description box if it's something that interests you. But the main goal was to get my beauty stuff in particular under control, because it was stupid. It was out of control. It was ridiculous. So checking in with this 2022 beauty inventory is like a way for me to celebrate my progress and see how far I've come. Also, if you guys are thinking of doing a no buy year in 2022, I did just before Christmas launch a new ebook that goes through the whole process and will help you with that journey. I'll link that down below. Thank you to everyone who has purchased it. Like, it blew my mind. Wasn't expecting that many people to buy it. Thank you. So let's get into the numbers. Like I said, I'm not going to throw all of them at you just for the sake of my sanity, your sanity, but again, you can check them out in the blog. So let's start with makeup specifically, and I'm going to highlight a few areas where things have gone particularly well. So lipsticks. At the beginning of 2021, I had 22 lipsticks. And now at the beginning of 2022, I have 16. So I'm down 6 lipsticks compared with last year. I definitely did not use all of those up, and that's going to go for most of the products that I talk about today, because I've done several makeup declutters. Things have gone bad, things have just, you know, not suit me anymore, and so I've got rid of a bunch of stuff. But yeah, I'm 6 lipsticks down compared to where I was this time last year. Feel pretty good about it. Ditto with lip glosses. At the beginning of last year I had 17 and now I have 11, so again I'm down 6. Ooh, get this one, bronzers. So at the beginning of last year I had 10 bronzers and now I have 2. I'm down 8 bronzers. Again, quite a lot of that was down to decluttering, but I think I used up 3 bronzers in 2021, so that's pretty good going, I would say. Similarly, at the beginning of last year I had 14 blushes. Someone please explain to me why. And at the beginning of this year I only have 4, which is still 3 too many, but it is a much more reasonable number. Another really good area for me was perfumes. At the beginning of 2021 I had 20 and now I have 12, and that seems like a lot, but I'm even counting, you know, the like really little travel sized ones. I'm counting those too, so those I'll be able to use up in a matter of like a couple months, so we should really be able to bring that down. I'm hoping to have no more than 3 by the beginning of next year. One area that really took me by surprise was nail polishes, because at the beginning of 2021 I had 7 and now I have 12. Please make it make sense, because I don't even paint my nails. I know exactly what happened. I got gifted quite a few nail polishes this year and that's why my number has gone up. Realistically, looking at this, I need maybe 2 nail polishes in my life. I paint my toenails in the summer, that's all. I never paint my fingernails. I get them done professionally because I can't do it. So I think we're going to be decluttering a lot of nail polishes this year. So let me give you a little bit of a grand total as far as makeup is concerned. So at the beginning of last year, 2021, I had 158 makeup products. Yes, that is a lot. At the beginning of this year, I have 110. It is still too many. I am very excited to get that number down under 100, but that does mean that I used up 48 makeup products over the course of the last year, and I feel pretty good about that. Let's move it on to skincare. So one specific area that was particularly successful for me was body lotions. I started last year with 10 and now I'm down to 4. That feels pretty good. As for the rest of my skincare products, they've been pretty constant. There hasn't been very much change, but that's because when I look at these numbers, I have like 1 of something, 2 of something. There are things like serums, which I have 4 of, but I'm perfectly okay with that because I'm 30 now and my skin needs a lot of serum, needs a lot of help. I can already identify the products that I'm going to be looking to put into my project pan for this year, just based on the number of items I have. Like, I still have a lot of face masks, I still have a lot of hand creams, so stay tuned. Overall, I started 2021 with 41 skincare items. Actually, when you say it like that, it is quite a few. Anyway, the start of this year I had 39, so I was only down 3 products, but I feel like we're kind of leveling out with skincare generally. The same kind of can be said of hair care, honestly, because when I look at my hair care, I have pretty much nothing. And I feel good about that. At the beginning of last year, I had 12 hair care products. At the beginning of this year, I have 12. I feel like 12 is pretty much where it's gonna stay when you think like shampoo, conditioner, dry shampoo, hair masks, hairspray, like I need 1 of each of those. It is what it is. Now let's move it on to miscellaneous. So this is things like general toiletries, like bubble bath, bath bombs, toothpastes, body gel, like shower gel, that kind of stuff. And I also include my candles in here. I'm like, looking back, I think I probably should have had candles as their own category, but you live and you learn. And this is what I'm rolling with. This is the most disappointing category for me because a lot of numbers have gone up instead of down. Great example would be hand wash or like hand sanitizer. Look, it's a global pandemic, so I have a lot of hand sanitizer. Deodorant is another one. I have 4 deodorants right now, but that's because I switched to using the Wild deodorants. You get them in a subscription box with little cartridges, so they come in sets of 3. So that's why that is what that is. And shower gels. Shower gels are not something that I ever buy for myself, but I did get a lot of them for Christmas, and that's also something worth noting. I'm doing this inventory right after Christmas, and I've been gifted a lot of nice skincare stuff, hair care stuff, like bath bombs, all that jazz. So if I'd have done this inventory before Christmas, the numbers would be different, but we are where we are. Let's take a second to talk about the candle situation. At the beginning of last year, I had 29 candles, and at the beginning of this year, I have 21. So I used up 8, but at that rate, it's gonna take me years to get through all these candles. I have literally almost a 3-year supply of candles. Why? So let's do the little grand total of the miscellaneous inventory. At the beginning of 2021, I had 66 miscellaneous items, and at the beginning of this year, I had 61, which is quite disappointing when you think about it. You win some, you lose some. Okay, are you keeping up? I know I'm throwing a lot of data your way, and I'm about to throw even more at you, so take a breath. Here we go. Here are some more numbers. I'm going to talk through the difference from the beginning of 2020 when I started my no buy year to now and see how much I've used up throughout this whole process, because I just want to do that, okay? Grand total time, are you ready? That can't be right. I did some maths wrong. Okay, I'm back. There was a little bit of a spreadsheet malfunction. One of my formulas was wrong, so I've double, triple, quadruple checked it now, and these numbers that I give you are definitely correct. The total number of products I had at the beginning of 2020 was 385, and at the beginning of this year I have 222. Over the course of the whole of my makeup and cosmetics no-buy, I have used 163 products. That feels pretty darn good. Does your head feel like it's about to explode? My head feels like it's about to explode. That was a lot, and shout out to you if you were able to follow along with all of that. Like I said, you can go and check out the blog post to like comb through it a little bit more and get all of the numbers, but this is where I am right now. I've used up a grand total of 163 products, and I feel pretty good. So what am I going to do moving forward? Well, I am continuing on my beauty no-buy. That basically means that until I have used up all of one type of product, I can't go out and buy a new one. I have started to implement little caveats to that. Like, for instance, I have 3 foundations at the moment, but that's because as we came into the winter months, I kept getting paler and paler, and other than being like massively orange, I had no choice than to go out and buy paler foundations. Overall, I mean, the numbers say a lot, but my experience just in everyday life kind of says it more. I can open drawers now and I know where everything is. I can open drawers and they don't get stuck because they're so full. I can open cupboards and things don't fall on me. And it's so strange to think about, but there was obviously, I mean, it goes without saying, there was a point prior to me doing this whole no-buy challenge where I was kind of addicted to buying makeup and skincare and hair care and all that stuff. I got a real thrill and a buzz from owning more and having a bigger and bigger collection and seeing the amount of stuff that I had grow. And now it's the complete opposite. I get a thrill from seeing those numbers go down. I get a thrill from seeing space in my drawers. I get excited about using stuff up and, you know, having one less product in my collection, and it feels good. And I know a lot of people have suggested to me, like, why don't you just declutter all the stuff? If you feel like you're overwhelmed by the makeup and the skincare, just get rid of it. But this has been mindset altering for me. I could have quite easily at the beginning of 2020 gone out and just gotten rid of all of those products. But I don't think that that would have really had a lasting effect on my relationship with stuff the way that going through the process of actually using it has. Because this has taught me, like, it takes a long time to use stuff up. It's given me kind of a new understanding of the worth of these products and a new appreciation for them that I don't think I would have had if I just got rid of them all. And I did declutter a bunch. I got rid of all the ones I knew I wouldn't use, all the ones that were out of date, etc. But doing this process has definitely made a lasting effect, and I'm never gonna go back to the way I was again. No thank you, no. So if you guys would like to learn more about my no-buy year, if you're new and you maybe are interested in that kind of thing, like I said, I will link the whole no-buy year playlist down in the description box, along with my ebook if you want to go and check that out. I do still have spaces available on my 12-week decluttering course, which starts next week. What day is today? It starts next week. I'll link that in the description box down below too. But thank you guys so much for joining me for this video today. This year is gonna be a great year. I feel it. I did say that about 2020 though, so don't quote me. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember that I love you all so much. You are enough just as you are, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys.